Welcome to the story of a man who had everything: money, power, fame. But one night, a simple conversation changed his entire life. This is not just a story about wealth, it's a story about emptiness, truth, and the moment that forces a man to face himself. So stay with me because what happened that night might change the way you see success forever. The perfect life that was not in the heart of Los Angeles. The perfect life that was not. In the heart of Los Angeles lived a billionaire named Bradley Kane. To the world, he was living the dream: luxury cars, massive mansion, endless parties, people around him every night, but behind the noise, there was silence. A silence no one could hear because Bradley was not happy, he was just distracted. The party boy image: every night his house turned into a festival. Music shaking the walls, lights flashing, people laughing. But if you looked closely, you would notice something strange. Raja was always there, but never really present, smiling on the outside, but empty inside. The night everything changed. One night, after another loud party ended, Bradley sat alone. The silence felt heavier than the noise. That's when they picked up his phone and made a call. A decision he had made many times before, but this time it would be different. Her name was Alara. An hour later, a car stopped outside his mansion. A girl stepped out. Her name was Alara. She walked in, but she didn't look impressed. She didn't smile. She didn't act excited. She simply observed. Calm, quite different. Bradley expected the usual: fake conversations, fake emotions, but Alara sat down and said nothing. That silence felt louder than any music. Finally, Bradley asked, "Why are you so quiet?" She looked at him and said, "Because I don't pretend." And in that moment, something inside him shifted. What started as a normal night turned into something else. They talked not about money, not about parties, but about life, pain, loneliness, and truth. Alara said something Bradley would never forget. People come to me to escape their lives, but no one ever asked me how mine feels. And for the first time, Bradley had no answer. No masks left. That night there were no roles, no acting, no pretending, just two people being real. And for the first time in years, Bradley laughed. For real. The morning that felt different. Morning arrived. The sunlight entered the room. Bradley woke up with a strange feeling: peace, something he didn't felt in years. But Alara was gone. Only a small note remained. The note that changed everything. The note read, "Thank you for talking to me like a human. Don't waste your life trying to escape it." Bradley read it once, twice, again, and something inside him broke. Not in pain, but in realization. Seeing life clearly, that day everything felt different. The mansion felt empty, the silence felt real. For the first time, he saw his life clearly. All the parties were just a distraction. All the noise was hiding his truth. The change begins. Days passed. Rachel stopped partying, stopped chasing noise. People were confused, but Rachel was not. He was finally thinking, finally feeling, finally awake. Searching for meaning, he tried to find Alara, but she was gone. No trace, no contact, and maybe that was the lesson. Not every person stays. Some come just to change you. Bradel started changing, helping people, visiting places he never cared about before, listening, understanding, living not for show but for purpose. The second meeting, one day inside a small community center, he saw her again. Alara, helping others, smiling, real. He walked toward her. She looked at him and smiled softly. You changed. Bradel replied, You showed me how. What real love looks like. This time there was no money, no roles, no expectations, just two people learning to understand each other. Slowly, genuinely, and quickly. Something beautiful began. The real success years later, people still asked Bradel, What made you change? He would smile and say, One honest moment with the right person. Because success is not what you own, it's who you become. Sometimes life doesn't change with money, it changes with truth. One conversation, one realization, one moment when you stop running and finally face yourself. If this story made you feel something, don't ignore it. Because maybe you are also running from something. Take a moment today and ask yourself, Am I truly living or just distracting myself? And if you believe real stories can change lives, then this channel is for you. So subscribe now for more real, powerful, life-changing stories. Because sometimes a single story can change the way you see your entire life. Thank you.